Good morning. It's 7:04 on this Thursday, November 2nd. It's time to head to Studio B for Coleman and Company.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Here we got another frosty morning, cold out there, but it's going to be a tremendous Thursday, and we thank you for joining us. We're on the air for Bates Ford each Thursday at this time, and Bates Ford at 1673 West Main right now. And we've got Paul Tubbs and Ronnie Kelly here as usual. Paul, good morning.
Good morning.
Ronnie, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Are you cold?
Yes.
And Paul, you've already said this morning you don't like cold weather.
I'm not a big cold weather fan.
I don't either. What's that saying I heard? I play golf in the 70s, and when it gets colder than that, I quit.
Well,
But not you.
I play year round, but I look like an abominable snowman out there with toboggans.
I didn't say that. I shoot golf in the 70s, but when anyway, if I ever had a 70, it'd be great. Let's get to what's really big news. You got a date for us, I think.
We do. 11/17. We will be moving that weekend. That's a Friday. We start moving. We're going to try to see about getting, a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and hopefully Monday, and get to our new location. It's going to be kind of a chaos, but 11/17, which is on a Friday, we'll start moving over to Franklin Road.
So really, in some form or fashion, you should be open on the 20th, Monday the 20th, for business at the new location.
We should be. Hopefully all goes well, and God willing, but it's going to be, I know like Wilson County moved from their West Main location to Rocky Williams, so, it's going to be a transition, but we're looking forward to it. And that new dealership is state of the art. Our service department is unbelievable. Sales, right now it's pretty much good to go. We got to get furniture put in and all that good stuff right now. So we're going to move forward.
Well, Ronnie, I know this is new for you, but you're going to enjoy it too.
Yes, I think it's very new, and I'm going to enjoy it. Matter of fact, I ask Paul a question every day about it, and I go over there and look around, and they're getting closer and closer, and it looks nice, and it's great. Like he says, it's state of the art.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime, you're still selling cars and trucks, and you're still the dealer to trade for anything you don't eat.
Yes, sir. In the meantime, Coleman, the bills still go on, and we got to continue to sell cars.
Well, you've been doing that for 36 years. I think soon will be 37.
37 years in January of 26.
Yeah. Well, Paul, what else on your mind this morning?
No, we got a lot going on. We've got a lot of deals. If you want to come buy a car, come see us, because we just soon not drive it across town. We'd soon you drive it home, but we got a lot of good stuff. Ford's got a lot of good rebates, new vehicles. We've got about 60 on our lot now, which is up from, the COVID deals and all that. So we've got a lot of vehicles to choose from. Our used car inventory is in excellent shape. All of our used vehicles, we'll send them through the service, make sure that they're roadworthy, make sure any necessary needs, fix them, and get them out there ready to go. Parts and service is busy as always.
Well, here again, what you said there, and Ronnie alluded to as well, you'd a lot rather sell those that you've got than move them across town. So
right, that's one of the things is I've had a lot of people inquire about, how are you going to get all them cars over there? So, well, we're going to get in them and drive them. So,
unless you drive them off the lot now.
Right, unless somebody drives it home, we're going to drive it over to Franklin Road. But no, we've got people that we're going to get in our vehicles and get over there. Parts and service, one of the things Ford's really big on right now is that pickup and delivery and the mobile service. There's certain repairs we can do off-site, recalls, batteries, blinker bulbs, certain things. We're not doing oil changes and stuff. I chose not to do that. I just don't feel like going out to somebody's house and changing the oil on the ground. So a good thing at this point. But we do some repairs. We have a mobile service vehicle that we go out and do some repairs at your house in the pickup and delivery. I mean, there's days where we're doing 7 and 8 where we're actually going and getting people's vehicles, servicing it. Get them to pay over the phone and bringing it back to them. So, feel free to either go online and book an appointment or at www.tonybatesford.com or call one of our service advisors and say, hey, I'd like to schedule a pickup and delivery. We schedule so many per day, and we'll call you and say, hey, we're on the way to get your vehicle. come get it. We have to actually take a picture of the vehicle when we're getting it and bring it back to you.
The people that are taking advantage of that, I guess it does save them some time and worry.
Right, and somebody's at work and go, oh man, I need an oil change. Well, before you would have to come sit at the dealership if you're waiting or take off work. At this program here, you could actually call us. You can stay at work. We'll come get your vehicle. Walk out, give us the vehicle. We'll take it to the dealership, do the service, call you, and bring it back to you.
Well, I got an idea. If you keep doing this, it's going to catch on. This.
Yes.
Yeah, it already has, really. And I'll tell you this, part of it is it's mandated by Ford. It's a Ford program where you have to do a certain percentage. Each month it goes up a little bit more. It started at 4%, then it went to 6%. And last month it was 8. This month it's 9, and next month it's 10. So 10% of our business has to be either mobile service or pickup delivery, and it's kind of a Ford mandated program that we're involved in.
All right. Well, real quick, we'll talk about tires, batteries, and that cheapest oil change in town.
Right. 5-quart oil change, $39.95. We've got batteries, which your car started good when it was cold this morning, didn't it?
Started just right.
There you go. Batteries, $159.95 installed on most vehicles. Some of them are a little different. I had a gentleman call me the other day with a Cadillac, and we put a battery. It was in the back seat. Is that where yours is?
Yep. Sure
had to pull the back seat and put it in. We did it. Tires. I had a lot of people call about tires. You don't have to come down. You can give us a call. We've got a tire sales tool where if you give us the size of the tire, we can look it up and give you a price and have them sitting there. Most tires we have in stock, or we can have them the next day. We'll meet or beat anybody's price on tires, and when you buy a set of tires from us, we'll give you lifetime rotation.
All right. Ronnie, the last word quickly here this morning.
Okay, Paul said it in the beginning. We have 60 new vehicles or more. And what that done, that made us, we selling a lot of new right now, and we getting some great trade-ins. So we got some great trade-ins right now, and they coming from customers that bought from us. And so it's a good deal right now to come on in right now and purchase one of our great trade-ins from our regular customers.
Thank you all for being with us today. See you next Thursday.
Thank you.
Paul Tubbs, Ronnie Kelly, Bates Ford. Right now at 1673 West Main, the dealer to trade for anything that don't eat. All right, I have asked City Council Member Tick Bryan to join me today, and he is coming to the table right now. Tick, good morning.
Good morning. On a chilly morning.
Yeah.
So chilly outside.
Well, you must have not got up the last 2 mornings this early.
No, I didn't. I usually get up. I sleep probably 2 days in a row and then get up on the third day. No, I do. I get up early every morning. But
what do you do most of the time as far as work goes?
Well, here lately, I have a mobile DJ service.
Oh, yeah.
And this month, for some reason, we have been slammed doing wedding receptions. I've done 3 jobs out at Del Webb for Halloween parties, and the veterans had a party out there we do every year, and it was so popular we had to spread it over 2 nights. It was the Veterans Club that they have out there, and it's called the American Bandstand Party. Believe it or not, that age group, is living at Del Webb.
So that means you're Dick Clark.
Well, they don't call me Dick Clark. They call me Tick Clark. And I have my Tick Clark outfit on, from the 60s.
Yeah.
And it's a real hoot. And then we did the Halloween party out there last week. But we had 3 gigs in one day last Saturday. Luckily, my associate Thomas Denny did one of them, and I was able to pull 2 of them off. So I don't know how all that happens because I don't advertise,
Well, you are not the only one, though, that even it does that, so there must be a good demand.
Oh, it is. A lot of people, try to do it, but, nowadays it's so easy to do it because you got a laptop and you buy some, amplification of some kind, and then anybody can be a DJ, but I've done it for so long. I mean, I started in 87.
Yeah.
I think at that time, me and Fred were the only 2 in town doing that. And Fred has kept busy over the years doing that. I don't know if he does a lot of the, on-site stuff anymore, but I do a lot of it.
But he is here every Saturday night.
Yeah, he is. And I listen to Fred, and he always plays my favorite song by the OJs, Love Train.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
That's my favorite song of all
you were
time.
at the Senior Citizen Center the other day.
Yes, I did. It's another thing I do. I do a lot of free stuff, too, you know, and Senior Citizen Center is another one that I do. We did the Halloween party, and we were able to debut my new single that'll be out. I'm sure your wife told you about it. The title is called Walmart Chicken.
Actually, Walmart. What's this about? I didn't hear it. I was playing pool.
Oh, you were there. Okay. Well, I
heard some of the music though. I heard you play Merle Haggard's Big City.
Oh yeah, I love Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
When I had my country band, we played a lot of Merle Haggard songs, but this song is a dance song that I wrote, and I was inspired to do it because a lot of these family reunions and things that we have, they always have Walmart chicken. And I don't know, sometimes things, you know, when you write songs, things just hit you. And I thought, I was sitting there getting my Walmart chicken on my plate thinking, my lips are smacking and my fingers I'm a licking because I can't get enough of this Walmart chicken. So,
I love it. Well, I actually brought you out here to talk about the city council, and it's time for our break here, but I'm glad we got to insert that this morning.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about the city after we go to a break here. This is Coleman and Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to our friends at Bates Ford. And they have that low price tire guarantee on all tires every day. Up to 30 days after the sale, there'll be any competitor's pricing on the tires they sell. 1673 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Heavy traffic right now as we check it out live. Coming out of Rutherford County, Murfreesboro towards Nashville up through the Antioch area on 24 westbound. It's really increased with more volume just in the last few minutes. I-40 westbound at Donaldson Pike. Behind it, you got all that traffic coming in from Wilson County, Mount Juliet, headed towards Hermitage, Donaldson. It's crowded now down through Millersville as we stare at it live here on 65 southbound. Again, coming from Robertson County into Sumner County. That's running slow on 65 southbound. Hey, Prince's Hot Chicken is hiring at all 4 locations. Check them out at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing has experienced new leadership and a new atmosphere. Same location in the heart of Lebanon, 731 Castle Heights Court on the Castle Heights campus. Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing is providing 5-star clinical outcomes to short-term and long-term care residents. Call 615-444-4319 for a tour and to experience the new culture. Renewal happens here at Lebanon Center for Rehabilitation and Healing.
And now, a moment of silence to remember our dear friend.
Sorry. Oh, man. Life can be uncomfortable. Your home doesn't have to be. With a wide range of air conditioners, furnaces, and heat pumps, Rheem makes it easy to feel comfortable, even when you can't be comfortable.
Financing available through TVA's Energy Right program and your local power company. Call Randy's Heat and Air 237-3604.
When it comes to Medicare plans designed to meet your needs and budget, there's no place like Farm Bureau Health Plans. We've got Medicare Advantage plans, Medicare supplements, Part D, dental, vision, designed with folks like you in mind. Visit our office at 214 North Castle Heights here in Lebanon. You can see Charlotte Webster for your Medicare or other health plan needs. You can always get a quote for auto, home, life insurance, and also commercial insurance. And again, West Dugan, Farm Bureau, Castle Heights office.
We continue here on this Thursday morning. One of the things I really love about this program, and the way it's pretty much been all these 30 years, is it's live, spontaneous, and unrehearsed. And Tick Bryan is with us this morning. If you just turned our way, he has got a new song. It's called Walmart Chicken. And since you gave us the punchline, I guess, from the song a minute ago, I want us to play that. We'll talk about Wynwood Drive but let's do more important things first. Tick Bryan's new record, Walmart Chicken. Let's hear it.
My lips are smacking, my fingers I'm a licking, 'cause I can't get enough of that Walmart chicken. Daddy's coming home from a long day of fishing. We're sitting at the table, they're sitting in the kitchen. I'm hoping and I'm fretting, praying and a wishing. Daddy's bringing home a box of Walmart chicken. Mama set the table, Daddy said the blessing. Brother pass the gravy, sister pass the dressing. Preacher man told me I wouldn't be a sinner if I wasn't craving another chicken dinner. Don't misunderstand me, just hush and listen. Honey, you don't know what you've been missing. My lips are smacking and my fingers I'm a licking, 'cause I can't get enough of that Walmart chicken. Don't misunderstand me, just hush and listen. Honey, you don't know what you've been missing. My lips are smacking and my fingers I'm a licking, 'cause I can't get enough of that Walmart chicken. I eat my share of taters, cornbread and turnip green. Living in the country, you know just what I mean. Kinfolk tell me that my clock ain't a ticking, 'cause I can't get enough of that Walmart chicken. Mama set the table, Daddy said the blessing. Brother passed the gravy, sister passed the dressing. Preacher man told me I wouldn't be a sinner if I wasn't craving another chicken dinner. Don't misunderstand me, just hush and listen. 'Cause honey, you don't know what you've been missing. My lips are smacking and my fingers I'm a licking, 'cause I can't get enough of that Walmart chicken. My lips are smacking and my fingers I'm a licking, 'cause I can't get enough of that Walmart chicken.
All right, you heard it right here. This is Coleman and Company. Tick Bryan is with us this morning, and that is his latest Walmart chicken. Well, like we said, you never know what you're going to hear here, but thanks for bringing that with us this morning.
Well, I appreciate it. This is the debut, other than the Senior Citizen Center, the other day for the Halloween party. This is the first time anybody's ever heard that song in its complete form.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to be released on all the platforms, streaming platforms, I think in a week. But there's a little snippet of it on Spotify and all those platforms. It's easy to release a song nowadays. It's not like it was, before the internet. Anybody can, put any, song together and have it released. Obviously, they'll take anything, It doesn't necessarily have to be good.
Well, you do represent Ward 5 on the city council, and the mayor was, probably the last time he was here, he talked about Wynwood Drive, and there's the people that live on Wynwood Drive especially are concerned about, there's a lot of traffic there, but people going too fast, and so tell us about it.
That's the truth, yeah. That's in my ward, and there's just a little bit on the south end of Wynwood Drive that's in Chris Crowell's ward. Mm-hmm. So we're supposed to have a meeting Monday, November the 6th, a public meeting for all the neighbors, all those concerned, at 3 o'clock at City Hall. And we're going to discuss certain options that we can probably, resolve that situation with. And one thing that I have asked about, and the Chief Justice has already put into place, are these temporary speed monitoring signs. I'm sure you've seen, though, they're digital, and they're right underneath a speed limit sign, and they monitor your speed. It's just like radar.
Yeah.
Well, my observation, especially with myself, when I drive, I'm not known to speed, but most people don't realize how fast they're going. Especially if you're focused on getting somewhere quick, you never look at your speedometer. You never, even if you see the speed limit sign, it never registers. But when that radar detects your speed and it's flashing that monitor, you realize, hey, I'm going 45 in a 30, and I, instinctively slow down, when I realize that. So what I'm going to suggest is that we put 2 of those, one facing north, one facing south, and that will hopefully remind people how fast they're going. Now, they've temporarily put some up down there, and they did that a week or so ago, and I was out there. I stood out there about 20 minutes or so, and I could actually see people slowing down when they saw those. So hopefully that'll be one suggestion. I don't know what the neighbors or the department heads or the police will come up with.
Well, what is the speed limit?
It's 30 miles an hour.
Well, that's slow enough.
It is, and people use that, especially with all the traffic we got now and the population growing like it is. They're always looking for a quicker way to get to the interstate or to get to Hartman Drive or Level Pike, and that is a big cut through right there. And if you remember, several years ago, Coach Randy Bonata was killed on that road.
Yep.
And, I don't want that to happen again. I don't want any more accidents. The neighbors came to our meeting a couple of weeks ago, and they were talking about they can't hardly get the mail out of the mailbox, for fear of somebody running over them, or several of them had mailboxes destroyed by, cars hitting them. And so we're going to see what we can do about that, because it's a serious thing, and I want to get something done, and I do believe that those speed monitors will really help.
Okay, that's one thing. Anything else from your ward that is of interest right now?
Well, there's one thing that they've been working on for a while and I know it's going to make a lot of people happy, is that we're getting a Waffle House on West Main, on the corner of West Main and Blair Lane. Do you know that?
No, I didn't.
I know you'll be there for the grand opening and the ribbon cutting. But where 7-Eleven is on West Main, on the corner of West Main, next to Pew's, right behind there is where the Waffle House is going to be. And I think all that's approved now, and I'm not sure when they're going to start construction, but
well, I wouldn't think it would take too terribly long to get that up and going and serving people.
Oh, me either. The one on South Cumberland, it was closed for a real long time, and they came in there and remodeled that thing, and it was up and running, in no time.
Yeah.
And we're also getting a Starbucks on West Main next to, there's a Starbucks in Kroger. Did you know that?
I didn't know. I'm not a Starbucks fan.
Yeah, I'm not either. This coffee is real strong.
Coffee is coffee.
Yeah, I'm a real wuss when it comes to coffee. It has to be weak. But between Dairy Queen and whatever that thing is on the corner there, what is it called? Dollar's Tree or something.
Okay, well, we get the general idea.
Yeah, it's going to be right in there. Yeah. So that'll be the new Starbucks. And I know a lot of people want that.
We got, believe it or not, we're down to our last minute here this morning. It has flown through. But it's good to see you. Anything else you're working on?
Well, we're just, the speed thing is the main thing. And, there's something that we all have to wake up and realize that, as the population grows, and it's like I've said before, I've lived here all my life, and the population has grown just about every year since I've been here, and I know it has since you've been here, but it's something we're going to have to manage, and speed is one of those things. I want to see what we can do about that, and I'm anxious to see how well this works.
All right, and again, your meeting's going to be Monday night?
Yeah, the meeting for the Wynwood Drive is Monday afternoon at 3 o'clock, and then our council meeting will be the following night at 6 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for being with us this morning. We enjoyed your information, enjoyed your music, and just keep up the good work.
I will. Thank you, Coleman.
All right. Dick Bryan, representing Ward 5 City Council, and that's part one of Coleman and Company. We've got more, so please keep it here, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Want to thank our friends at Absolute Kubota. They have a deal designed to keep you ahead of schedule. Check out the world's #1 selling compact excavator plus 0% financing. It's going on now until the end of the year. Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Good morning. Really heavy traffic now through Hermitage on I-40 westbound. Trying to get past Central Pike. Behind it, you got all that traffic being pushed in from Wilson County, Mount Juliet towards Nashville. Starting to slow again up in Millersville. Southbound 65 as you come through that section of Sumner County. Still slow at times coming in from Rutherford County on 24 west now up by Bell Road, Hickory Hollow Parkway. It's building pretty good 65 north up through Brentwood and Franklin. Princess Hot Chicken is hiring at all locations. Check them out today. It's easy. PrincessHotChicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck. You're on time traffic.
I'm Michael Starr, a licensed local insurance agent with Health Markets Insurance Agency in Lebanon, Tennessee. Choosing the right Medicare plan for you can be confusing. Let me help you find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. Call 615-830-4875 to speak with a licensed insurance agent for a free appointment, virtually, by phone, or in person, to review your specific needs and help find a plan that's right for you. Health Markets Insurance Agency Incorporated is licensed in all states and D.C. Service and product availability varies. Agents may be compensated based on enrollment. No obligation to enroll.
A.G. & Johnson is your experienced real estate and auction company, specializing in residential, commercial, and personal property auctions. Did you know that auctions are a fast and efficient way to sell your property? Auctions reduce time on the market and have an exact selling date. Call us for an in-home consultation today at 615-444-0909. A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, 728 West Main Street in Lebanon, or find us online at agandjohnson.com. Voted best auction company in Wilson County.
What is your passion? How can you use that passion to enrich your community? Hi, this is Melanie Minter, President and CEO of the Lebanon-Wilson County Chamber of Commerce. Your chamber is the resource for making connections to fulfill your passion. Whether education, nonprofit, agriculture, entertainment, or government relations, Wilson County offers a place for you to be involved. Your chamber connects businesses, individuals, and your passion to the community. We have an enthusiasm for excellence. Join us and catch the spirit. Call or visit our office at 149 Public Square in Lebanon.
Hey, this is Paul with Bates Ford, and we got some great deals for you. Ford is offering free pickup and delivery. That's right, free pickup and delivery. If you need your vehicle serviced, give us a call at Bates Ford. We'll come pick it up, service it, and deliver it back to you free of charge. We got $39.95 oil changes, meter beat anybody's price on tires, cheapest battery in town. On the sales side, we've got 0% interest is back. We've got a great new and used inventory on www.TonyBatesFord.com. That's Bates Ford, the dealer that will trade for anything that don't eat.
Good morning. Really heavy traffic now through Hermitage on I-40 westbound. Trying to get past Central Pike. Behind it, you got all that traffic being pushed in from Wilson County, Mount Juliet towards Nashville. Southbound 65 as you come through that section of Sumner County. It's building pretty good 65 north up through Brentwood and Franklin. Princess Hot Chicken is hiring at all locations. Check out the world's #1 selling compact excavator plus 0% financing. It's going on now until the end of the year. Absolute Kubota, 1506 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways.
Sunshine expected through the day today, warming up to a high of around 57. Mostly clear skies overnight. We'll see that low down to 30. Sunshine and back up to 63 for your Friday. This weather forecast brought to you by Walker Auction and Realty, professional auction and real estate services. Get top dollar for your home, land, or personal property. Log on to MikeWalkerAuctions.com. They know auctions. Let's look at your forecast. I'm Stormy Clausen.
Welcome to part 2 of Coleman and Company here on a Thursday morning. It means it's time for us to talk about A.G. & Johnson Realty and Auction, 728 West Main. We have Jay White here. Jay, good morning.
Good morning, Coleman.
Helene is here. Helene Cash, good morning to you.
Good morning, Coleman.
And your phone number is?
615-444-0909.
And don't forget the website, www.agandjohnson.com. Auctions are on your mind, aren't they, Jay?
They sure are, Coleman. They sure are. Looks like we're going to have a busy weekend this weekend and a busy weekend the next weekend and all the next week. But this Saturday morning, we're going to be out on Chicken Road in I call it the Pool Tight community. Mm-hmm. Some of us know where the Pool Tight is, but it's right in the heart of Pool Tight out on Chicken Road. We're selling 19 beautiful acres out there divided into 4 acreage tracts. It's just a great opportunity. They're heading to buy a nice acreage tract in that area. There's not a lot that comes available out in that area, so if you're interested out in the Chicken Road, south side of Lebanon, you need to come out and be with us Saturday morning. These are some choice building lots out there. They're just great level rolling lots and a great place to build and raise a family out there in the Pool Tight community. But come out Saturday morning and be with us if you can. They'll be septic approved. All public utilities are there, so just come out and enjoy a morning. But they are some great lots. They are open for inspection each day. You can ride out, drive over these lots, and take a look at them at your convenience anytime between now and Saturday morning. And we will be selling Saturday morning at 10 o'clock out there on Chicken Road. So come out and be with us there.
I want to remind everyone, those are zoned for Watertown schools.
Yeah, that's right. They are zoned for the Watertown High. The new Watertown High School out there in the elementary or not? I don't think
all Watertown.
Elementary, all Watertown. So that is a plus. That is a plus. And then the following Saturday on September the 11th, we're going up into Watertown. We'll be back in Watertown on Sparta Pike at 12175 Sparta Pike, and it's a rare opportunity to buy a beautiful brick home up there, spacious, over 4,000 square feet. It has 7 acres of rolling property with it, rolling land, all clear, but it's just a great executive home, just right on Sparta Pike there, just within sight of the city limits of Watertown. But if you're looking for a nice, roomy home, it's just a great, you could just move right in this house. It is a great place to be. So come out next Saturday morning at 10 o'clock for that one. And then at 1 o'clock, we're going out on Commerce Road on the other side, just on Commerce Road at 4610 South Commerce Road. We've got a nice little house that needs a little renovation. It is renovation ready, but a nice frame home out there that would be a great place to live. It's just located right outside of Watertown on Commerce Road. It's conveniently located to the interstate out there to Linwood Road exit. So come out at 1 o'clock. We'll be busy all next Saturday. But I guess the one that we're getting a lot of talk about is for next Thursday, this time next week. Yeah. We'll be getting ready, and we'll have things ready for our surplus sale, our yearly surplus sale for the county. We've just got lots and lots of things to sell out at. We'll be out at the fairgrounds, won't we? At the what building are we in out there? The Q Barn.
So if you're coming on Tennessee Boulevard, we'll be right there at the Q Barn.
And if you've been to the last year, if you were there last year or the year before, it's the same location that we were and been out there for the last few years. But we're changing things up just a little bit. If you will look at our advertisements, if you're looking for a fire truck or some bigger trucks, we're selling some things out at the landfill at 9 o'clock. Just some bigger vehicles. We've got 6 vehicles that we're going to sell out at the landfill, and we'll start that at 9, and then we're coming to the James Ward Center at 10 to completely sell everything else. But we've got several bigger trucks that they didn't want to move, so we're going to run out there and sell those first at 9, and then we'll start our sale at the fairgrounds at 10 o'clock sharp. So if you're interested in anything any county surplus, just be with us. If you need it, we'll probably have it out there next Saturday morning at the fairgrounds. Next Thursday morning.
You're going to be selling some school
We
buses?
will be selling, I think there's 8 school buses that we'll be selling out there.
Yeah, but we'll say the school buses will be at the fairgrounds.
They will be at the fairgrounds. So we have all those. We've got some pickup trucks that we're going to be selling out there, some vehicles. We've got all types of speakers and radios, and you just can't imagine what'll be out there. It'll be a fun day next Thursday, so come out and be with us. Plan on staying the day, and bring your trucks and trailers. You will need them.
Boy, I tell you, you've got a lot lined up, and this last one here is a week from today, next Thursday.
This last one is a week from today. We'll start at 10 o'clock out at the James Ward Center. If you've been to the county surplus sale before, it's at the same location. But do look if you're interested in some of these bigger Freightliner trucks. We're selling a fire truck with 4,000 miles on it. So you need a good fire truck. Tim Leeper's sitting in here coming home behind me, and I was just looking at Tim. I thought Tim may need a fire truck. So he's kind of looking at our advertisement here.
Well, I think you've done a good job describing all this. Helene, you want the last word this morning?
Well, I'm going to say if you're unsure where we're going to be at the Ag Center, just hop online at agandjohnson.com. The map's online, and you can see exactly where we are. But everyone loves the surplus sale. Starting this summer, they started asking us, when will we have the surplus sale? Everyone loves to come out and check out the surplus sale.
All right, and again, it's next Thursday, the 9th of November.
Yes.
Well, I guess that about does it this morning. We're about used up our time here, but good to see you both, Jay White, Helene Cash, and keep all these auctions in mind. And if you need to have an auction, call A.G. and Johnson, right?
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
Right. 615-444-0909. Thank you all. See you next week. Okay, we're 20 minutes before the hour, and Tim Leeper is here this morning. Tim Leeper Roofing. Tim, we welcome you again to our program. It's always nice to see you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Well, I guess a lot of things are happening. One of the things that's happened, you just look out the window and see the frost this morning. I don't know what frost does to roofing, but I would suggest maybe you don't get to start as early in the morning, do you?
Well, my guys already called me this morning and said, hey, it's icy and frost. I said, well, I guess that means we ain't starting right yet. And say, okay. I don't know that really required a response, but I didn't think I would need to get that text either.
Well, Tim comes once a month and talks about his roofing company, and really there are 2 of them, Tim Leeper Roofing and Mama's Metal Roofing. You've explained this pretty well, really well, several times, that it's 2 different types of roofs, so really you've got 2 companies that are doing it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we've got shingle roofs and commercial roofs under the umbrella of Tim Leeper Roofing, and we've got metal roofs under the Mama's Metal Roofing umbrella, and so it's fairly self-explanatory. If you want a roof that's going to last, a good long time, you may be looking at metal. It's just a little bit more, but if you get 3 times the life out of it, it's worth a little bit more.
Yeah, and I think you've explained, too, that probably in the last maybe year or two that the cost for the regular type roofing has gone up more than the metal roofing has gone up, which makes the metal maybe even a better bargain, better deal now.
Yeah, sure. It used to be that you would get a shingle roof price, and the shingle roof price would be X. And then if you wanted a metal roof, it usually was around 40% more. Mm-hmm. And now the shingle prices have gone up to the point that your metal roof price is now only 15 to 20% more typically than what a shingle roof, and in some cases even a little bit less than that. So that you may only be $40-50 difference per square, in a difference in a shingle and a metal roof now.
Do you see a real change coming here in the future in the next 10, 20 years that we're going to have so many more metal roofs than we have shingle roofs, or is this just a I don't hate to say fad, but for lack of a better word, just a fad or something that's going to last a little while and then go back to normal?
I don't think so. And metal roofs aren't a fad at all. Metal roofs are, they've been around for a long time, a lot of years. You see them a lot out in the country. Those folks don't want to replace their roof. These farming communities, they want to put the roof on and not think about that anymore because they've got other more pressing things to do. And so they will put a metal roof on and just allow it to do its thing and last 50, 60 years, sometimes more. But I think what you're seeing right now with more metal roofs go on is because there is a lower price difference between the shingles and the metal. And when the price difference goes back up, then you'll probably see more people continue putting on shingles. Now, people put on shingles because that's what the market does. And typically they don't want to pay the extra money to put metal roofing on. But you're always going to have those people that want something just a little nicer. It's going to last a little longer, a little more maintenance free. So metal roofs will always be around to some degree.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what else on your mind this morning? You got anything you're working on right now?
Well, I don't know that I've got anything I'm working on. When we have a little more time, I'll tell you how the shoot went that we worked on out there. And I guess we're fixing to be up against a break. And I'm assuming I went to bed before the bottom of the ninth last night, but I'm assuming the Rangers held it down and won the World Series in 5 games.
They were 1-0, and then they got 4 runs, I believe. I did not see the end of it. I probably fell asleep.
2 runs off errors.
I think it was 5-0. Anyway, the Rangers are world champs.
And good for them. They were terrible last year.
Well, they were the better team of these two, I think, is no question. And they won more in the regular season. They won as many as Houston won. They tied, actually, in their division. But Houston had the tiebreaker and didn't have to play in the wild card.
This goes to show you that the best teams don't always win the World Series or the Super Bowl. The teams that get hot at playoff times win those games.
Yeah, and I'm still wondering. I am still wondering if this layoff, the Dodgers and the Braves both had a period of time, longer period of time, I guess, maybe than some of the others to play. And then if you are as good as they were, and I mean, let's face it, the Braves were the best team in baseball, and the Dodgers weren't too far behind. And so you think you're good, and you are, and then you have this layoff and get a little rusty maybe. That's just a theory, but I think there's some truth there.
They'll be talking about it on the sports shows for the next few weeks.
Yeah, probably will. Well, it's about 1:15 and time for us to take a break, and more with Tim Leeper coming up here on Coleman & Company, FM 98.9.
And let's see what's happening on the roadways. Thanks to Bates Ford and the lifetime brake pad guarantee. With the purchase of a brake service, replacement brake pads will be provided at no cost for as long as the customer owns the vehicle. Bates Ford, 1673 West Main. Now at traffic, here's Chuck.
Morning, we still see heavy traffic trying to get through Hermitage right now. Behind it, you got all that traffic coming in from Wilson County. Now Julian headed towards Nashville. It's crowded, no surprise, on 24 westbound through the Hickory Hollow area as it continues to load up pretty good, leaving Murfreesboro headed towards Nashville. Already slow through Millersville and Sumner County 65 southbound. Hey, Prince's Hot Chicken is hiring. Check out their menu today at princeshotchicken.com. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
I'm Michael Starr, a licensed local insurance agent with Health Markets Insurance Agency in Lebanon, Tennessee. Choosing the right Medicare plan for you can be confusing. Let me help you find a plan that best fits your needs and budget. Call 615-830-4875 to speak with a licensed insurance agent for a free appointment, virtually, by phone, or in person, to review your specific needs and help find a plan that's right for you. Health Markets Insurance Agency Incorporated is licensed in all states and D.C. Service and product availability varies. Agents may be compensated based on enrollment. No obligation to enroll.
It's that time of year. Time for the 11th annual The Mill at Christmas, Friday, November 3rd and Saturday, November 4th at The Mill at Lebanon. Join us Friday, November 3rd for VIP Sip and Shop from 4 to 9 p.m. Holiday shopping bag, bubbly bar, and decadent dessert. $10 at the door, perfect for the girls' night out. Saturday, November 4th, family fun and all-day shopping event, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come see Santa. He arrives at noon. The Mill at Christmas, the ultimate shopping experience. Find us on Facebook, The Mill at Christmas.
It's your first day in business, a new space, real investors, and butterflies the size of dinner plates. You could have an inspiration, make a difference, sponsor a Little League team. Anything can happen. And because anything can happen, that's why there's THW Insurance Services and Westfield Insurance. Whether your business is large or small, call THW Insurance, a Trilogy agency, and prepare for the unexpected.
Coleman & Company, our final segment here for this Thursday morning. Tim Liepert is with us. You're going to talk about the skeet shoot, that fundraiser you had.
Yeah, the Boots and Shoot, Boots and Shoot sporting clay event that we had out on Phillips Farm. Phillips Barn was sometime, I can't remember now, sometime in September, early September. It was a very big success. We had lots. It was well attended. I don't know that we could have got another 2 or 3 people in that barn unless they were sitting in somebody's lap.
That's a good problem to have. It's not really a problem. That's a success.
That's right. And so for the first year, we had full seats and very beautifully decorated. Had a nice bluegrass band, and we had really good participation. We had most all the teams full. There's a few teams that last minute weren't able to make it, but 24 teams, and even for I've already had people come to us next year. We've already got around 15 teams full for next year, and we haven't really even done much with it. But they just said, "Hey, we want to come back and be a part of this." It was just a fun event. It's something that you don't see a lot out here. Now they do it in different areas. In Nashville Gun Club, they're so close that people do corporate events there. But this was something a little funner, a little more creative out on the farm. And as you know, Greg Piercy was the one that set our targets, and that guy's honestly just kind of a legend in the area. A lot of people don't know it unless they're shooters, but he shoots all over. He sets targets all over the country, and we were lucky enough to have one of the board members was kin to him and said, "Hey, I'll get Uncle Greg involved in this thing," and kind of the rest just kind of took it grew legs from there.
Well, his daddy's name is Steve, and I've known Steve since I think he was a year behind me in elementary school at Taylorsville, and I've known his daddy all these years. A great friend and fine guy, and actually Greg was on the program with Bill Bryson one day here, and I knew the name Piercy, but I never connected the dots. Had no idea till the program was over, and he tells me who his father is. But he's really made quite a name for himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's and he sets more than this. He's done some things for, I think, Luke Bryan and some other folks, celebrity things over the years, and it's just cool. You don't really talk about it much, but you get him talking and asking him questions, and he'll say, "One time I was doing this story," and he'll go off into these stories about things that he's done. It's pretty interesting though. But just think that these people live here, in our communities, and you never know what they do until you realize they're kind of a big deal.
So you're planning to do this on an annual basis at least another year anyway?
Well, I'm just a helper here. Right. So I'm a helper. Sue Ann Bone, and our Sister's Keeper is the one that's put this on. And again, it was very, very successful. I think it definitely exceeded what she thought it was going to be able to be, and it's for a good cause. It's our Sister's Keepers are really good cause, and they serve a segment of society that sometimes is overlooked and doesn't get the same opportunities for people to come in there and help them when they're in that condition or position in their life. And so it's nice to have people in our community that will kind of lean in and help in those situations.
Well, I'd like to kind of say congratulations in a way, and where I'm coming from. There are a lot of different types of fundraisers, and what works for some doesn't necessarily always work for somebody else. It kind of depends on who comes up with the idea and how it's implemented, how it's done. And of course, in this case, you had a real professional in Greg Piercy helping you out, which is great. But you have kind of found a niche here for a fundraiser that's probably going to last for a good while if you want it to.
Yeah, I think in her case that was her idea, and she had presented it to the board, and then they were going to have it, and then they pushed it back from the fall of I think 2022 to 2023, And it's a good thing they did. They give them time to plan and some other things. And so, that was her idea. And the moment I heard it, I loved it, because a lot of the teams that I talked to about this, they would say, man, that's a good idea. Put me in. I even had a couple of people say, hey, I'd like to have 2 teams.
Yeah.
And now that we're going into our second year, which, we're not pushing right now, but we just want to enjoy the rest of the year. But now that we're going into our second year, we've had multiple people have come up to us and say, hey, I'd like to have 2 teams for next year. We had so much fun, we want to double it next year.
Yeah, golf tournaments are another thing that have been very successful for a lot of people, for fundraisers, and these shotgun starts and best ball and all that's a good way to raise money. But there are a lot of other things. So somebody will come up with something else, and we'll be hearing about that, no doubt. But you've started something here.
Well, I'm just the overpaid helper. That's right. Our sister keeper's done that. But and I think next year's event, just if we're going to talk about it, at least know that October 12th is the date that we have. We're going to have it at the same place for next year. So they'll be available if anybody wants to do that. We'll have plenty of time to talk about it.
Well, you're part of the Noon Rotary Club.
Yes.
What's going on there? You're past president, so...
Past president, and I have taken a leave of absence. I've taken a leave of absence through the end of the year, just to kind of get my thoughts and collect my thoughts with just life happens and things come up, and sometimes you just need to kind of step back for a little bit, and so I've done that. But I know that there will be a Christmas party coming up at some point. We haven't got into the Thanksgiving season, but you know how that works. The day after Thanksgiving, we're putting up our Christmas trees, and so we're already thinking, and it's the holiday season now, with Thanksgiving. So I know that there will be a Christmas party come up, and typically the morning and the Noon Club do Christmas parties together. They have many years in the past. They did last year at the at Cumberland, and so they do that, and they sometimes will have the Burt Coble singers come in and do some practice, like a warm-up, which is really neat. I love that. So we have some friends that sing in that, and it's just interesting to see just a couple of songs. We just get a preview.
Well, I've always been amazed at the success of Rotary International, but especially here, that we have 2 clubs, and probably, I'm guessing, both of them are larger than any other civic club we have in Lebanon.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know
you're bigger than the Lions Club, and you're probably bigger than Kiwanis, but I'm not sure.
Right? Yeah, I'm not either. But and all of our civics clubs do amazing things. And I've said this before. We've had this conversation many times. I think that you can look at the health of a community by how active there's, to a degree, you can at least get the pulse of the health of the community by how active their civic clubs are, be it Kiwanis and Lions Club and Rotary clubs. And we have robust clubs here. The morning club, the breakfast club is very robust. They've got Shelley Gardner's their president this year, and she's doing a really good job. And they just finished their fish fry and had a very successful fish fry. So they're doing big things. And I know that lunches, we've just got a district grant, which is a matching grant. And I want to say that Judge Tatum's program is where he's doing I'm not sure, I'm going to butcher it, but there's a program that he's involved with that we've partnered with for a district grant, a matching district grant, which was really nice. So I'm hoping that takes off. I think that may have started already, but that's an incremental program. So they're both doing good things and big things, and I know that they're giving away a fair amount of money, but they take in this money in these Rotary clubs. I know I can't speak the line of the Kiwanis, but they take the money in to use every bit of it in the community. We pay our dues, and we'll have fundraisers, but we take pretty much everything that we raise and give it right back out to the community in some way.
Well, I guess we've got about 3 minutes left here. We'll talk a little more roofing here. Is it different? It's got to be somewhat different in the summer and in the winter, or spring, summer, and fall is different from the winter time in roofing.
Well, I'll tell you one thing we're experiencing right now, and I think we all know it if we walked outside and felt how crunchy the grass is. We're in a drought. And so when you have a drought and it's not raining very much, you're not getting a lot of leads. And typically this is a year, you got this time of year, October, November, and even the first couple weeks of December, it's very busy around Middle Tennessee for roofing. And it's just tapered off a lot because people hadn't had enough rain to make their roofs leak. However, we're supposed to have a wet winter this year. Farmer's Almanac says that we will. We'll see if it's true. And if this is an El Nino year, that contributes to that. But if the roofs don't get done now, this is what you can always bank on. If the roofs aren't being done now, they're being stored up because they'll have a weather event, a freeze or an ice dam or something like that, and all the roofs that were going to leak the next time it rained will all happen at the same time. And so we'll probably have a big start to next year because it's been so dry in the winter.
I never cease to be amazed at your observation, the way, and I have no reason to doubt what you're saying here. That makes sense. But you have observed. You're a very astute observer.
Well, I've been doing this a long time. I've been doing it almost 30 years. And, after a while, you just kind of figure some things out. And a lot of the things, I had an old preacher one time, he says, Tim, there's no new isms, there's only old wasms. And what he means is, they're the same things. You might see them packaged differently, but, they may talk about El Nino and wet winters, but Farmer's Almanac's been around for a long time. And, you just see patterns in the roofing industry, and, you just kind of track them and make decisions based on what those patterns are.
And then I believe, as Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. So, anyway, Tim, always good to have you. Tim Leeper Roofing, Mama's Metal Roofing. You can reach Tim at 615-372-4713. I'm sure you're going to write that down. 372-4713. That's your cell phone. You answered that cell phone.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, Todd. See you next time.
All right, have a good one.
That's going to do it for this Thursday. Hope you'll join us tomorrow for the Friday edition. And until then, I wish you a tremendous day.